Did you get more?
Okay, it's,
I wasn't sure if I was gonna be back.
9 o'clock. I will call the meeting to order. You have an agenda before you. Are there any additions or changes to the agenda?
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve the agenda as written. All those in favor say aye.
Hi.
Aye. Motion carried. Amanda, if you would read the minutes of the June 26th meeting, please.
June 26, 2023, Chairman Clues called the regular meeting of the Wright County Board of Supervisors to order at 9 a.m. Members present were Clues, Rasmussen, and Hildewold. Motion by Rasmussen, second by Hildewold to approve the tentative agenda. Motion carries. Minutes of the previous regular meeting of June 19th, 2023 were read and approved with corrections. Approved claims for payment. In open forum, Bob Ritter spoke about the Summit Carbon Solutions pipeline. Motion by Hildewold, second by Rasmussen to increase the medical examiner case fee from $265 to $300 per case plus mileage at the IRS rate. Motion carries. Motion by Rasmussen, second by Hildewold to appoint John Nissen, EMT, and Katie Schlichting, paramedic, as medical examiner investigators. Motion carries. Adam Clemens, Wright County Engineer, presented resolution 2023-28. Motion by Rasmussen, second by Hildewold to approve resolution 2023-28 for bridge number 173 embargo. By roll call vote, ayes, Clues, Rasmussen, and Hildewold, nays, none. Resolution 2023-28 duly passes and reads as follows. And there you can see the resolution. Clemens gave an update on the secondary roads. There were 26 work orders completed last week. Mowing of the granular routes is still in progress. Mowing of the hard surface routes is in progress, with zone 3 being 100% complete and zone 2 being 50% complete. Year 3 scheduled gravel is 37.3% complete, with 47 of 126 segments completed. Bridge number 173 is now open after replacing the pile cap located in section 17 of Norway Township. Construction on R75 is continuing, with one half of the bridge approaches to the interstate being poured. Crack sealing is complete on C54, R75, and R33-R35. Motion by Hildewold and second by Rasmussen to approve the transfer from general basic under Department 51 to capital projects in the amount of 100,000. Motion carries. Motion by Hildewold, second by Rasmussen to approve the application for renewal public water supply operation permit and have the chairman sign. Motion carries. Motion by Hildewold, second by Rasmussen to approve the certificate of appointment of civil process server for Carly Aaron's. Motion carries. Motion by Hildewold, second by Clues to appoint Supervisor Clues and Supervisor Rasmussen to cash count for fiscal year end on Monday, July 3rd, 2023 at 8 a.m. Motion carries with Rasmussen opposing. Motion by Hildewold and second by Rasmussen to adjourn the meeting. Motion carries. You said nay.
Are there any additions or corrections to the minutes?
I think that's awesome.
Hearing none, they will stand approved as.
She did a nice job. But you can see I still got stuck with doing it.
You did. Not, you didn't come early to public health.
Oh, he did because,
Definitely.
yeah, whatever.
Okay, open forum for public input. Yes, sir.
I think, I've met most of you before, but just want to say my name is Will Higgins. I work for Raceline Alternative Energy. We're working on developing the renewable natural gas project with the livestock farm. So we're still out talking to landowners, working on getting agreements to use the ditch and the right of way along their property. So just wanted to say hi and say thank you for for all you've done to help us so far, and so we hope to get to a successful, viable project. So,
Are you happy with the progress so far?
I would say it's been mixed. We've had a lot of good conversations, and I think generally people are supportive of the idea and the concept of the project. I think just right now there's a lot of projects out there talking to people, I think we're unique in how we're trying to use existing right of way, and we're trying to to gather, biogas, natural gas, and so it's kind of, something that already exists. But yeah, people have been approached, several times in the past year by different projects, and so, there's a lot of people that I feel like are, maybe just kind of talked out a little bit, and so just try to be respectful of that. So yeah, that's, we've had a lot of good conversations, but I would say there's more opposition than we expected based on what we're doing and what we've experienced in the past, so.
I think part of that is timing. probably.
Yeah, I think a lot of
I
that's
truly
really
do.
So,
not little collateral damage.
Very good. All right,
Thank you.
thanks, Will. See, was it any comment from online? Nothing in the chat box. Item number 6, accept cash counts from fiscal year end 2023. We completed the cash counts and had no issues.
Make a motion to approve cash count.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to accept the cash counts for the end of fiscal year 2023. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. Motion carried. Item number 7, review and take action on resolution 2023-29 for transfer of money from building and grounds to capital projects.
You guys made a motion on this last week, but it needs to be in resolution for our auditors.
Okay.
So-
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2023-29.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve resolution 2023-29, resolution for interfund operating transfers. Those that were listening when Amanda was reading the minutes, you heard that we took action on this last week, but it needs to be in a resolution form. Therefore, by roll call vote, on resolution 2023-29, Carl.
Aye.
Rick.
Aye.
Dean, aye. Motion carried. You need 2 of them, Amanda.
I think one's fine. Just getting one.
Okay, item number 8, review and take action on resolution 2023-30 concerning destruction of noxious weeds. Eric, do you want to address this?
Before you have a compilation of, some existing noxious weed resolutions in the county. For me to act as the weed commissioner, you have to do that every year. We have an incident that you're all aware of 106 acres of solid thistles. And technically, I was not able to do what we needed to do because of that. So this will allow me to act as the weed commissioner and fulfill the law as needed.
Okay, so, Amanda, I'd like to have this, make sure that we put this on the annual thing so that it's something that we.
The first of the year,
January.
yep, January.
First of
Yep.
January to make sure that we've got this in place. Okay, so, is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2023-30.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve resolution 2023-30, a weed control resolution for Wright County. By roll call vote, Carl.
Aye.
Rick.
Aye.
Dean, aye. Motion carried.
Did they, on the 106 acres, they realized we needed to do something with it?
Yeah, he knew that they needed to take care of it.
Okay.
And he had actually started it. We had a third of it done by Friday. I checked on it. And then I got a text message from him this weekend that it was all taken care of. Didn't go to see.
Portion of it did.
Do you need a copy of that or you're good?
I'm good.
Okay. Item 9, Brian Jensen, EMS coordinator, to provide information on continuing the special levy for emergency medical service, which is the ambulance service in Wright County, and request the Board of Supervisors set a special election for September 12th, 2023. Brian is online. Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, good morning. So this is just the next step after the supervisors approve the resolution. You just need to set a date for the special election, which Betty has conveyed. That would be September 12th. I have given Betty the wording for the ballot and she was good with that. And basically, it's the same wording as we used previously 6 years ago. It just changes shows that it's good for the 15 years instead of a 5-year. And we would not be changing the amount of that $586,000.
That was the max levy rate of, do you remember what that was? Was it
I
70?
think we go up to 70, but we've never went
Yeah,
up to
we were in
70.
60 some cents, yeah, okay.
I think this year it's like 59, isn't it?
Yeah, it went down a little bit
Okay.
more.
Yeah.
Alright. So, we're taking action on setting a date for the special election concerning, emergency medical services. And we're setting that date for September 12th, 2023.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve September 12th, to set September 12th as the special election date for the vote on emergency medical services for Wright County. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Item number 10, Adam Clemens, engineer, secondary roads update.
So, update, kind of the same with the blades last week, since they were out mowing the paved routes, we didn't have the, disc mowers on the, tractors, we had the regular mowers, so they were mowing the paved. Trucks, they were still hauling, and then also, helping, mow the hard surface, we got all those completed before the 4th. We actually left one in Eagle Grove, we'll do all the routes going in Eagle Grove for the, Wright County Fair. So we'll get those done. Work orders, we completed 12. You can see on the map attached and the list. It does look like one was outside the county by Dow's there, but that was the end loader that had to be worked on. So that was the location of it. Granular update, program update. The gravel is 46% complete, 58 out of 126. They're still doing the construction down there in our 75, the bridge. It's still closed. We were waiting for maturity. We didn't get maturity on Friday, so we had to leave it closed for one lane. The traffic control devices will be taken down on Wednesday. So and then obviously we have our position open in Eagle Grove still. We are interviewing 3 possible candidates on Wednesday morning.
Okay.
So, the next item on the agenda was the raise grant update. So the raise grant was a collaboration of 9 counties that the feds put out a NOFO for, a notice of funding opportunity. We applied all 9 counties, with Clay County being the kind of lead county, because we had needed one county to be the lead county. We did receive notice back that Iowa was successful in receiving the raise grant. So we received $24.7 million for those 9 bridges. Our bridge that we are looking at replacing is the Boss Quarry pit bridge. So that one will be taken care of with a majority of these federal grants.
Which is the one over the Boone River.
Yes, yeah, so that helps out our
Oh,
VR tremendously. I mean, this is a $2 million bridge easily. So the timeline for this is we still need to get agreements put in place, obviously with each county and probably Clay County or Clay County and the feds. And I don't know how they're gonna quite do that yet, but our plan is to let it in some time of FY25. So 2 years from now. So if it can be moved forward or moved back, we'll have to see about where that timeline is with the funds. So it's pretty much designed and almost done. So
Nice job. That was a
yes,
big windfall for us.
big, huge windfall. So that's all I have for today. Obviously we have a 10 o'clock closed session. So it's not timed, but I told the attorneys and Logan.
Okay, and that's gonna be
Correct.
via a separate Zoom, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Quick question.
Yes,
I think I know the answer. The paper says you completed 9 work orders. What's a work order? I think.
So work orders, we I submit a list to them every week. So they're anything from bridges, some special projects. This week we had 2 bridge work orders that we needed done. So one of them was the pile cap that we had completed. So that's a map of our work orders. The next page is the list of the work orders that we do each week. So they're mainly maintenance, items for each one of these. There's culverts, there's drainage. Repair is anything in the shop for vehicles. Service is, we do service we have a separate kind of guy doing service for vehicles. And then special, we hauled rock to the fairgrounds and the landfill. We do that every year with the fairgrounds, and the landfill, because we kind of, with the landfill, they don't bill us for the stuff we take out there, so we give them rock. The Wright County Fairgrounds was established, a long time ago that we will haul for them, but they pay for the rock. So we do that for them, and then in tile work. So that's the type of stuff. Yeah, there's multiple items there, so can be anything, so.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's all I have. Thank you.
Okay, and, I guess we'll be in recess until, how about meetings?
I had, Eldora Friday.
Right. Does that still look like it's marching towards state taking over?
Not Eldora, no. No, that's, yeah, the state does piss with them a lot. They don't get the beds. We've got beds that we could get licensed, but they won't. But they got their new building up for the really severe people that come in. We did have one of our, they do the transportation. One of the kids said he was getting sick and the guy got out to, let him throw up outside or whatever.
Right.
And, he beat the shit out of him and then took the car and totaled the car out.
I heard that. Wow. Found it in Des Moines.
Yeah. So it's one of the things that he probably shouldn't have let him out of the car, but it's one of the things that happens. You think too quick and it ends up, anyhow, taken care of. But they do have the new building up and running to take care of the really hardened ones that are, that can't work with the other kids.
Right.
We also had, Udmo, and that's all going well. Trying to think of what else we did. Oh, we had safety meeting. And that's pretty much it.
Well,
That opiate, Sandy, you actually want to hit highlights on the opiate? We were still kind of progressing on.
Yeah, so the opioid reduction task force is the group that we have for those class action dollars. Got a lot of stuff going on with that, and then that's paired also with that substance abuse grant that I wrote, and we did receive that. I signed the contract, so Jeremy from the Sheriff's Department will be presenting some of that programming through the schools. Also added how to talk to your teen portion to that. And hoping we have one school to get the other ones lined up. It's not that they're resisting, just get it lined up for like 9th grade orientation, because that's kind of a whole different world for some of those kids. So biggest goal is to work on one page resource sheet where you can refer someone to resources if they need it. And I think that's about it. Working on maybe some hidden in plain sight with Darren. So.
I know the meeting.
okay, I was scheduled for Midas on Wednesday. I thought that there was a call-in option, but there was not. Any highlights from that?
We are actually working on another tool for the toolbox on applying to IPA for housing rehab.
Okay.
So we're looking at doing 25 homes within the 6 region area. And it's up to $25,000 per home.
And will those be chosen by a committee or?
Those will be chosen by the administrative committee at Midas.
Okay.
And there is no match requirement under that program.
Wow. Okay.
Even better for us.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it's on a first come, first serve. So as soon as they get approval, we'll be marketing it here in Wright County.
Very good.
It's like the old CDBG they used to do.
That's pretty much has gone away. This is COVID money that needs to get out the door.
Gotcha.
That's why I could push it.
Okay.
And then I had CFR, I did that by Zoom, well, it was Zoom only. I think we're gonna have an in-person meeting in September. And that will be at the Des Moines location. So that'll be an opportunity to see some facilities that I have not been to before. Because we now have facilities not only in Fort Dodge that I'm very familiar with, but we have residential facilities in Des Moines and also in Iowa City. Other than that, we will be in recess until 10 o'clock.
And a couple of questions
Yes, sir.
again.
Yeah.
I think one, in the papers, it's, if I got it right, it's about 20,000 for residential. Is that the total dollars are per residential? Not
It-
20,000.
There's a program that we are a member of, it's called the Heart of Iowa Housing Trust. And it's $15,000 per home.
Per home.
Yep, and then it is LMI sensitive, so we do have the applications in my office.
Just curious.
Yep.
If that was 20,000 per house or over a total of 5 houses.
Nope, $15,000 per home.
And the other thing, I know, just curious, it's special election. You got that cost you to put on a special election, correct?
Does indeed.
And then you got school board normally in the fall, and you got the general election. Can they combine some of those or can't they? So keep the cost down.
The reason that we're doing the EMS on a special election is because we fear that a lot of times in the general election, people will get to the back of the ballot and they go, what's this?
Yeah,
But if it's a special election, typically there's news coverage that goes along with it. There's articles in the papers about it. And those people that come to vote on it are voting specifically on that issue.
And then there was new regulations this year on when those elections can be, and they,
yeah, that's what I figured, I'm just
Yeah.
curious.
Yeah.
Can't combine it, stuff,
Yeah.
okay.
Our fear is that the EMS, that will not pass the ballot.
Yeah, if
And then we gotta figure out, what are we gonna do in Wright County?
it's on multiple issues on the same ballot.
Right,
Right.
that was the main reason for that board to say we really do need a special one, because we wanted that standalone.
Yeah, that's fine.
And with EMS, we're actually ahead of most counties.
Yeah, we were
in
the
Iowa
first
Because we were,
to establish it.
and we
Yeah.
just need to maintain that because it's just been very successful
Just need to
on,
continue it.
on maintaining that coverage and making sure we have a service.
Okay, we will stand in recess until 9:55. And then the next two items that we haven't covered on the agenda are a closed session, which will start at 10 o'clock. And then following that, consider resolution 2023-31, setting the public hearing date on ordinance number 66.
Where is this? Or it's 60.
Ordinance 66 is an ordinance repealing and replacing Wright County Ordinance number 18, which is an ordinance to protect and regulate secondary roads right of way, and enacting a new right of way control ordinance to regulate certain occupancies and uses of county right of way.
So they
It's a
can't,
mouthful.
you're saying they can't plant up to the shoulder of the road.
I'm not saying anything to that. That's already in the Iowa code, so I don't have to say it.
All right, we'll stand in recess.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Okay, we are back in open session, or we're coming out of recess. And I would make a motion to go into closed session in accordance with Iowa Code 21.51 Charlie regarding occupancy and use of county right of way for privately owned facilities and related legal matters.
I'll second that.
I have a motion and a second to go into closed session, in accordance with Iowa Code 21.51 Charlie. All those in favor say aye.
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 Yep, you're live.
Okay, we are out of closed session. We are back in open session. It is 11:39. I would make a motion. Oh, I was waiting for.
Carl.
Carl was gonna call.
He's going to,
There he is. Hello. Gotcha. Okay, we are back in open session, Carl. It is 11:39. And I would make a motion that we proceed with Plan A as discussed in closed session.
I'll second that.
Carl seconds. I have a motion and a second to proceed with Plan A as discussed in closed session. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All ayes. Okay. I think that's.
Do you wanna do number 12?
You need to do, and you need to.
Oh,
do
we need to
resolution
start
Setting a public hearing.
setting it, okay,
Okay, so the resolution is in your packet, page, one, I gave you
yeah,
a packet of
Got
items.
got it.
Yes, so, it kind of lays out, how to do all that, and then inside of that resolution, this is what Amanda and I will take care of, is I'm gonna be writing it as you're going here,
Okay.
and then I'll get it to you, so
Okay.
you can have this, so,
Okay, item number 12 is consider resolution 2023-31, setting a public hearing date for ordinance 66. Again, ordinance 66, which would be covered under this resolution 2023-31, is a resolution setting the date of a public hearing on a proposed ordinance number 66 that would repeal and replace Wright County Ordinance number 18 and enact a new right-of-way control ordinance, which is ordinance number 66.
is there a motion to,
Is there a motion to approve resolution 2023-31?
so moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve resolution 2023-31, which is a resolution setting the date of public hearing on the proposed ordinance number 66 that would repeal and replace ordinance number 18 and enact a new right-of-way control ordinance.
so inside that, motion, you also want to set the date.
And that will be,
And the setting that date would be on July 17th.
At what time?
How about, have you got the book, Amanda? Just make sure that we're not conflicting with something else.
He does not have her book in here.
Okay.
I-
Set for
10:30, 10,
10 o'clock
Yeah.
on the 17th of
And
July, 2023.
also be published in what paper?
Only
And
need one, or do you need?
It just says, notice of such public hearing be published in the, So-
published in the Wright County Monitor at least once on a date not less than 4, not more than 20 days before the date of the public hearing in accordance with Iowa Code 331.305.
Will that be in both papers, Dean? All three of them?
have you identified all three
We have.
as?
We
So you
have.
might wanna state that, we'll change that. That's
Okay.
good.
So published in the Wright County Monitor, the Eagle Grove Eagle, and the Belmont Independent.
Yep.
Okay, so I have a motion and a second to approve resolution 2023-31 with setting the public hearing date for 10 a.m. on July 17th of 2023 and authorizing the auditor to publish a summary of the note of the ordinance in all three of the county papers by roll call vote. Carl,
Aye.
Rick,
aye,
Dean, aye. Motion carried. I think that was the last item on our agenda.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to adjourn. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. We are adjourned.
Said I have to go to the bathroom.
You end meeting for us,
Sorry, yes.
please.